Welcome back everybody to the Brandenburg Let's Play, where we just finished a large war with the Ottoman Empire, where I just overextended like crazy, man. So much overextension, but that's okay. It has to be done. And so what we're most likely going to be dealing with this episode is a lot of rebels, but simultaneously it should not be too hard that we destroy Portugal. What remains of Portugal down in South Africa. Corruption is a little bit of an issue because our overextension is so high. That's part of it. So I'm going to root it out, but at the same time not too aggressively. And I'm wondering if we'll be overextended once again once we peace out Portugal. I have no idea, to be honest. I don't know. We will find out. But yeah. Another thing I'm going to do is just quickly destroy Oman. Because we are overextended, and that's just something I can do easily. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, if we declare on Portugal, he has a fort over here. I'm not sure if he's since updated his situation and built additional forts, but I know he's got at least one fort over here. It still looks like just the one. So I'm going to send one of my navies out there to deal with that. And at the moment, we can essentially just walk into Portugal down here. This is the base of his country. Now, in order to fully annex him, if he has any provinces which have forts in them that we don't siege, if they're in some obscure location, we're going to have to do exactly that. We're going to have to siege them. So it could be fairly tedious, but I think he basically has the Cape and then his province down in this Indonesian area down here. And I'm about to declare on the full. Royal marriage ends with Norway. Oh, that's the other thing. So I took a break since my last time. Our relations were really bad with a lot of dudes. I forgot about that. We certainly... It's not that tedious to check if people have debt like this. This is one way that we can kind of improve relations with some of these subjects if they do have debt. Because the issue is we're going to integrate Bohemia, and Bohemia is the big one because you get the double. Ooh. Wow. Liege has a lot of debt. Well, we know we can completely satisfy him if we're willing to pay for it. You don't only get the annexed vassal, but you get the modifier annexed member of the empire when we integrate Bohemia. So he's the real concern that I have. Tuscany is just going to hurt, but not so bad as integrating Bohemia. So that's some general relations with these fools. Hopefully they feel a little bit better, not so mad at us. Nuremberg is another... that's the other thing we can do, isn't it? Just bestow like crazy to get relations. It's really tedious, but it's something that kind of needs to be done. Because people be hating on us so hard nowadays. Okay, Hafar and Jabal? Where's Jabal? It's usually nearby when you get this. Jabal Shamar? Okay. gonna boost autonomy in these provinces. This navy has no... It's completely composed of transports. Aha! Gotcha. Portugal's got a fort on that province. I'm gonna go for that. Gonna go for this. And we got one stack walking down to Cape. He's gonna have to do. I'm pretty sure that 32,000 is pretty monstrous for the poor old Portuguese at this point. I might get a stack walking out nearer to Asia for the future. Yep. So I'll let my transports move around a little bit while we bestow some more grace as time goes on here. There's like no real way to know if we've gotten 100% of these guys, but just doing my best here to just rough it out. I know where this is. This is in the Caucasus. Lower Don and here. Add a cheeky province to the empire every now and then. Not that it matters. Sidon, this is the Middle East, right? Sidon and Nablus. Well, these guys are mad as hell anyways, so they can be extra mad. Once the rebels revolt and we deal with them, we'll be fine. So I should have a unit around here. This one was free to deal with the revoltorinos. Wow, that fort in mountains is pretty nice, actually, man. High-level forts in mountains, but I do feel like our forts are a little bit excessive at the moment. How are we progressing on our courage? Very slow, to be expected. Okay, so we got a stack coming down. I guess we're just waiting on that to get down there. A little bit concerned about our attrition we're just about to reach, so let's just do it. We're already at war. And we are fully annexing Portugal, which means we're taking all of this in the Chinese, what am I saying? Southeast Asian region, which gives us a pretty good platform to begin having our a stack or two around that region. Wow, so he's got 41,000. That's actually a lot, man. Shoot. What's our best general? That's pretty good. Probably worse, though, than this one. These two are on stacks, though, so we're going to have to make do. Hopefully it's better than his general that he has available. He's got 2 forts down here, so it could take some time. Sicilian and Hungarian. Some rebels be so mad. So it looks like we are going to run out of our Diplo points. We spent them pretty wisely. Uh-oh. Our heir is about to die. He's pretty decent, 353, better than average. So I guess let's try to spare his life, but 800 ducats, that's so much. Yep. Let's try to do it. He dies anyway, and we got a 2-1-1. So it feels bad, man. Feels very bad, man. Not lucky. Never lucky. Okay, I'm kind of hoping, because we're at war, I mean, we got one stack nearby. I'm kind of hoping our allies deal with it, however. And by allies, I mean our subjects. A little bit more overextension to be had, but, you know, we're so overextended, it doesn't make that much of a difference. It's not the best to suffer attrition here, so let's pull this navy back. And this navy appears to be fine, but I'm just worried about the fact that the Portuguese navy is so strong. So, as much as I don't really wish to, I'm going to pull him back as well to a fort, to some safety. Now, when we annex Portugal here, we're going to get like complete dominance over the Cape, which is interesting because that will basically generate a... it's also Catholic, so we don't need to convert it, which is pretty cool. That will just generate a merchant for us, the South African Trading Company. And there's a lot of action going on in the New World, but we're just going to ignore that. Pretty confident that we can 100% him without worrying about his colonies if we get the ticking war score from sieging his capital. Maldives is hating on us. Everybody's so mad. They act like I'm trying to conquer the whole world or something like that. Do you know what I mean? How rude. Oh wow, we've already boosted autonomy in the Maldives. So that's pretty depressing because they're really upset as well. Man, these guys act like I'm trying to just subjugate the entire world or something like that. Oh wait, that's exactly what we're doing. That's right. Don't have access there. Wow, that's a mountain province. Okay, let's go clean some fools up. This is basically going to be our life for a little while. I might have to merge these two stacks together to handle some of these gigantic troopage more safely. Yeah, I guess let's throw down... Have I bestowed everywhere I can? Let's throw down a diplomat inside. Wow, so much rebels. Nuremberg. I know that we need Nuremberg to form... Oh. I think forcing him to be Catholic gives us increased relations. I'm not sure though. I think if you do it via the Empire tab, they will have increased relations because they're the same religion as you, but I don't know. Actually. Negative 50 Diplo. Dude, why you do this to me, game? Okay, I'm going to mobilize this stack because there's just so many rebels. It's abhorrent. Some spawning in Genoa, but that's not us. Of course, because we're so much overextended, the stacks are at a increased size. So it definitely comes at a cost, man. Taking so much from the Ottoman Empire. QA. Where's QA? Kwashi? We've got a reduced unrest advisor as well, which is very appropriate, but still not enough. To make a significant difference. That's in Highlands. It's a good place to take a fight out there. So our subjects are trying to help out, which is very good. Looks like Bohemia might get this guy. Let's rock around this way. Oh, some papal rebels. Typical. We've got a lot of troops near Italy. I'm a little bit worried about the stack, but I think we're okay. These two provinces have already revolted. We're not so bothered if they get some unrest. Bahamut and Voro. Now, of course, that unrest will disappear as we core up so much of this land. Those ones that are just still over, even though we boost autonomy. So it's mostly just this area that we got to clean up at the moment, which is definitely manageable. It's quite rough. It's very rough, but manageable. If I put a guy here with maneuver on the stack, it will increase the rate that he moves out here, won't it? Wow. Portugal's got so many troops. He must have... I suspect he's got quantity. Yeah, he does. I'm going to need another stack down south here. Looks like that's progressing fairly well. Let's try to pick these guys up and send them out to South Africa as soon as they finish. Worried about that stack down there. If he just consolidates these units and rushes in there, if we're assaulting a fort in the mountains, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a hard time. Now, we might have some rebel defense force arriving by the sounds of things. Got some African rebels spawning. They might spawn on... Portuguese. We'll have to see. So according to this, we're winning even though he's got ticking war score. So I suspect we're doing well in the New World. That's what that means, I suppose. Austria is the only subject with liberty desire, which is good. Oh, and we're actually integrating at a slower rate because we're so overextended. It's affecting our reputation so much. Beautiful. Now let's bring the stack to save. Okay, there it is. That's the bulk of our overextension. So we're probably under now. Let's check. Oh, yeah. We're going to be under when one more province flips. Excellent. So it's a couple days here, I think. Rush into the hills. That will be an easy battle to win. And most of our unrest should be taken care of once our overextension is under 100. Okay, I'm just going to wait to the end of this month so our navy repairs a little bit. We'll come out here. So we're taking yet another loan. We can slow down our corruption now, right? A little bit. That's actually our first loan, but we have so much corruption that I wouldn't be so happy about that. Fighting here in the mountains. That should be fairly easy to win that battle. I guess I do have to watch my navy. I really don't want to, but he's got a way better navy than us, so we have to keep a hawk eye on that and dodge what's coming up. Let's delete a fort there on Madagascar. Okay, let's have a look. How much overextension is it going to give us here? Wait, why are we selecting out there? Oh no. It's going to include all the colonies? Shoot, man. We've got to make sure that we've spot every province that Portugal has. Brunei attacked him. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. We're going to have to wait for him to peace out now. Dude, it's going to be so hard to spot everything. Because I bet he's got other islands around in the world. That looks pretty good, though, at a glance. I'll make sure that it's enough. So we'll have to wait for Brunei. Now, according to this, we don't get any overextension. I wonder why. Because they're considered colonies or something? How's our navy doing? We're looking clear. All's clear. Try fight that stack while it's in the grasslands. Everybody takes quantity, all the AI does. It's such a good military tradition or idea group. Okay. Make sure my stacks are fairly well spread out. Looks like most of the rebels have been cleared up. There's a lot of them in Africa here. A lot of them. But the Portuguese are kind of heading over there. They might clean them up for us if we're lucky. Let's use our siege level 2 general here, I suppose. Nice, we just got a small amount of Diplo points. So, can we go bust up some Portuguese with our cannonless army? I wonder how crazy that is to do. To attempt to do. Nice. Let's go pick those troops up. I'll bring them down south as well. So Portugal's in trouble, man. He's in trouble, and we're progressing nicely here. Rebels taken out. Got a lot more rebels coming. Some Arabian dudes, eh? Walking down to Arabia, so that's convenient. Okay. I guess we could fight him in the highlands, or we could just fight him in that the city here, the fort. It's a tough choice. Oh shoot! I checked the unrest here. I thought I checked the unrest here to see if it was safe from rebels, but apparently I'm just crazy. That's why I deleted the forts out there. Just bad, I guess. Okay, overextension's looking better and better. Nice. Just YOLO in there, don't even need any cannons. Go for the stickety stack wipe. The Brandenburg stack wipe. Got our discipline general. It's not quite enough to stack wipe him, unfortunately. And now he's got another unit incoming, so we can't really go for that stack wipe. Let's back out. Giving him a real hard time, though, as we destroy his entire country. Now these guys don't have a general here. I'll try to dodge them though. I'm more interested in the Portuguese at the moment. Interestingly, we've got some Greeks and some other rebels here on the Ottoman land. I wonder if those Greeks will be successful. If the Ottomans are too potato to clean them up at this point. In theory, they should have no problem cleaning them up because we didn't eliminate their navy yet. I say yet, because we're coming back for you, Ottomans. Trading in silk. It's good. Let's turn down our rooting out our corruption a bit to make some money, which we're in need for. And 10 discipline and 5 discipline and 10% artillery combat ability is a nice boon to our units. Worried about my navy still, but they look like they're doing okay. Okay, all's good in the hood. So how many modifiers of not needing forts? Yeah, it's just the one fort down here. Okay. So he at least doesn't have any forts that we've missed, by the looks of things. I wonder, is any of these his? He's got a colony. No, that's his. Shoot. Ah, because it's in California. Ah, what a guy. That's irritating. I gotta do this as well. So, where would this go to? We would own that directly, eh? We would own that directly, and then we can just use the tab to give it back to Portuguese Louisiana. That's the best way to manage it. And Mexico. Yeah, okay. Alright, we gotta look for everything, guys. Literally everything. But we're a long way out from actually winning the war, because I can't find his bloody... We can't reach his bloody capital. I'm actually concerned about these rebels. Let's go clean them up while we can. So many rebels to deal with. This is our most efficient sieging stack, so I'll just move those out to the capital once they've finished up here. Wow. Poor guy here. No manpower. A big price we pay for our world conquest endeavors. What's going on with Spain? Did you attack Portugal as well, mate? He totally did. This is such an issue, dude. We literally have to wait for Brunei to piece them out, don't we? We do. Shoot, man. Let's look at Brunei. What's your war score? He does have war score, and there's no fort here, so technically he can take it. Wow, that's irritating. I think, actually, I should begin to look for another war that we can declare, like a decisive war. Not that I would do it right now, but we can send some troops out ready to do it. Because we might have to sit on Portugal until Brunei finishes, at the very least, with him. Which is a shame. So the Caribbean is all Portuguese colony. This is all Louisiana. Okay, let's have a quick look for some red. I think we've got it all. There's nothing in Australia that's not a colony. I think we've got it all. So if we wait for Brunei to piece them out, we've got everything selected as far as I can tell. The other thing is Spain's making occupations here, man. I don't even have access though, guys, so... Everybody's attacking Portugal, look at this. Brutal. Yep. We're basically going to have to sit on him and wait for everybody else to finish. Sad days. I think, guys, I might actually end the episode here because it's going to be a long time before we finish them off. Not only do we need to siege this down, I might as well try to grab as much of these occupations as I can myself now that we have access through here. We're going to have to wait, essentially, for everybody else to finish with him. So we've cleaned up our rebels nicely, which is a good thing, and obviously there's no losing to Portugal at this stage. Who's France fighting? France is fighting Spain. Oh, baby. We're going in against France, guys. It's time. This is something I've wanted to do for a while. We're going to take a 100% out of France with an imperialism CB. I think with the help of Tuscany, Bohemia, all the other troops that we have around here, the 2 stacks that we have here should be enough. And it looks like we're essentially stable. In fact, we don't have any unrest, according to this. No unrest now that our overextension is gone. So, perfect. Perfect. We're basically fighting in this region slowly but surely. These 2 stacks I'm going to use to clean everything up here. And I'm making my way over to France. So I suppose we're just taking our sweet time on Portugal. But France, on the other hand, will probably take his capital, take a big chunk of his land, and give us access into Spain. And yeah, soon after that, we'll go into Spain as well. But I hope you guys are enjoying. Thank you very much for watching. And we're going to take the south of France next episode. It's going to be sick. See you guys later.